Well, hello. Welcome. How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday evening? My name is Allison Rozell, also known as Coach Rozz, and I am the founder of the Starting Over Academy. I'm also the creator and host of the Starting Over at 40 podcast. So, I have a very divine message to deliver to you tonight. So I just want to just jump on in and hello to everyone who's coming into the room. So this message came to me actually earlier in the week. It came to me because I was doing it was a training at the job, and it was saying something about um, how we can start to see certain things developing in the company in real time. And so, hey, Tab, I got this message and it just kept saying in real time, in real time. And then the more I meditated on it, the more this message started really coming through. So it's funny how you get that message to come through even on the things that you feel that there shouldn't be a message, it'll come through. So anyway, I just want to let you know that whatever it is that you have been praying on, that you have been journaling about, that you have been stating that you want for yourself as far as the vision that you have for your life, I need you to know and understand that it's happening in real time. It's happening in real time. Let me explain that. So, in this day and age, we're very technological and we're living in this era of where everything that we do, we can either log into our computer or we can get on our smartphones and we can get all the information that we ever wanted to have in real time. We can check the weather in real time. We can check traffic in real time. We can check, I think you can check the wait at certain restaurants of how long the wait is on some websites and apps. I don't know. I think I've heard something like that. But anyway, we'll go with it. You can watch live videos like this one with messages like this. You have weddings, people stream their weddings, their birthday parties, bar fights, sporting events, and on and on and on. And it all essentially is happening in real time. Well, we've got to kind of gotten accustomed to that, into where we have this expectation of things happening quickly in real time, in, I guess, our version of real time. So we experience this and we expect everything to just show up in our manifesting magic, and all of our blessings, everything we've prayed about, journaled about, we've named and claimed, and everything else, we want it in real time. Well, I hate to disappoint you. God doesn't work that way. God does not work that way. Let me explain. See, God works in divine timing. And with divine timing, there involves process. There involves patience. It takes surrender. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In divine timing. So, thank you for the hearts. Divine timing means that when it's supposed to happen, when it's supposed to come together, when that moment, pow, finally hits, it hits right on time. Right when it's supposed to happen, it happens. Right when it's supposed to come together, it comes together. That is divine timing. So what we do is we don't allow for that. because we're so used to everything coming up quick, quick, quick. All we gotta do is, either talk to Siri or Google, or, type it into a Google search or whatever, and boom, there it is. Those pants that we've been looking for. And yeah, I'll throw that in there because I've been looking for a certain type of pants. But yes, that is what we do. We want it right here, right now, but we don't give thought to divine timing. So when you let divine timing happen, when you allow God to be God, and you allow things to happen in divine time, and you get whatever it is, again, it'll be right. It'll be just right. It'll be just right because in divine timing, God has divine designing. And in a divine designing, it's designed just for you. See, it's tailor-made. It's custom built. It's just for you. Your name is engraved on it. Nobody else can fit in it. Nobody else can touch it. Nobody can even take it away from you. Why? Because it's yours. It was made specifically with you in mind. But it all falls under the umbrella of the divine timing. See, while we're going into this process, because it is, again, a process in divine timing. Process is part of it. In the background of what we don't see is that divine design of God. So it's made for you. It's tailor-made. It's got your initials engraved on it, and it fits you, and it feels good, and you can move freely. You can breathe easily. You can laugh with orgasmic delight because it's yours. So if you ask me, divine time is the true real time. Divine time is the true real time. Because if we do things in our version of divine time, it's kind of like a microwave meal. Yeah, with a microwave meal, it might taste pretty good, and, it gets done rather quickly, and it'll serve its purpose. You won't be hungry anymore. Shouldn't be hungry anymore after a microwave meal. So it does what it needs to do. But see, I don't want my blessings to be microwave because they won't taste right. They don't feel right. They'll either be too salty or too sweet, or it's too tough, or it's still cold in the middle. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that happens when you try to microwave a meal, it's not that good. But divine timing is just like anything that is worth the wait. Like a microwave meal versus an actually cooked meal is a different thing. See, it's different when that meal has been prepped and seasoned and sauteed, cooked, baked, smothered, plated, garnished, just right, just for you. And it tastes good, it feels good, and you start doing the happy dance and humming just like little babies do when they get that real good food, and they start kicking their legs and everything. I used to love when my son would do that little happy dance with his food because it was cute to death. But that's how you are supposed to feel. Yes, Tabitha, let my blessings be slow cooked. Yes. Because when we do things in that our version of real time, we get antsy, we get cranky, we get disheveled, we get just everything's wrong about it. It doesn't fit right. It doesn't flow correctly because we went and did it in real time. So, divine timing is nice and slow, or it seems slow to us, but it's right on time. Now, this doesn't mean that when it comes to divine timing that you're just supposed to sit like a lump on a log and do nothing. It absolutely does not mean that at all. What it does mean is you have to do that part in the divine timing that's called process. So, yes, you have to be involved in it. Absolutely. But the difference is you go where you're told to go and do what you're told to do and not trying to do it your way. Your way is out the door. Your way does not work in divine timing. Because when you say, okay, I trust the process, I let it go and I let God handle this, God, universe, however you want to address. When you do that, that means I can't step in and be like, well, it's taking too long, so let me just go on and just put my little cell phone in this and everything else. Because trust me when I say this, each and every time that I've ever done that, each and every time when I've ever done that, I have completely messed it up. Completely messed it up. And then it takes even longer for what that very thing that I was waiting to manifest, to come true. It takes even longer. So you got to learn how to step back and trust the process of divine timing. Divine time is real time in real life. So here's what you are supposed to do. First things first, you got to pray. When you pray, this is the time for you to state your desires, your wants, your needs. Now, when you pray, don't always go with your hands out like, gimme, gimme, gimme. First things you got to do when you pray, you have to offer up thanks and gratitude. That's a big part of it. Because if you can't be thankful and trusted with a little, how in the world can you be thankful and trusted with a lot? So you have to humble yourself for a moment and say, you know what? I am coming because there is something that I desire to have. But first, let me say, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. Thank you, God, for allowing me this day. Thank you, God, for the roof over my head. Thank you, God, for the shoes on my feet. Thank you, God, that I was able to eat today. Because some people didn't, So you have to humble yourself and come with the expectation of receiving, yes. But you got to bring something to the table. It's kind of like when you go to somebody's house for dinner and you bring something with you, like a bottle of wine, or you might bring dessert or something like that. You usually don't go to somebody's house empty-handed unless you offer it and they say no. Or they tell you up front, you know what, don't bring nothing, just bring yourself. But we've had too many bring nothing, bringing ourselves. We got to bring gratitude. We got to bring the gratitude and we got to be thankful. So we got to give thanks. Give thanks. Before you start asking for a whole bunch of stuff, give thanks for what you have. Give thanks for what you have. So after you've offered up thanks, and you begin to state your intentions, and you begin to state what it is that you're wanting, the next thing you do is don't you get up and walk away. Now it's time for you to sit and listen. I love the quote of, prayer is when you talk to God and meditating is when you're listening for God. And that is why prayer and meditation go hand in hand. When you're sitting and you're praying, and after you're done praying, sit in meditation. Sit in meditation with the expectation to receive what it is that you are needing. The instructions to get to the next step, the instructions to go straight to where it is that you're wanting to go. You are waiting for your divine instructions. So you have to sit in your meditation. Doesn't mean the answer is going to come right away, but sit there long enough to open the channel to receive. Does that make sense? So you sit there long enough to open yourself up to receive your message. And then it comes also in divine time. And then sometimes it'll come in the craziest ways. Like you'll get up from prayer and meditation, and maybe if you turn your TV on or you happen to look down on your phone, and there's your answer right there. It's like, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't expect it to come in that form, but thank you. All right. So sometimes it happens like that. Or sometimes it will come when you're meditating. But the point is, when you pray, that's not your cue to just get up and just walk away. You have to sit there for a little while. You can't be the one doing all the talking. You can't be the one doing all the talking. Tap into divine timing, which is in real time. So, lastly, after you've prayed, after you've meditated, here's the part that trips a lot of us up. Now, you got to detach. You have to detach from that. You have to detach from the outcome. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to detach from wanting it, for desiring it, or even needing it. It just means that since I've given it to God, I've given it to the universe, and I've put it out there, then I detach myself from the need to control how it comes, if it comes. Because sometimes you might pray for something and God sends something better. You might pray for $50 and end up getting 100 or 150. So you never know how it's going to show up. That's why you have to detach from it. Because if you stay attached to it, that means that you, when it's not happening the way you want it, when you want it, and everything else, you'll jump in and say, okay, got it. Let me just go ahead and take over this operation because I need this to get done pronto. And then you've messed it up. And then you have to go back and humble yourself again and say, God, I'm sorry I got in the way. I messed it up. Help me clean it up. And I promise I'll stay out the way this time. Don't want to have to backtrack like that. So that is why when you pray and then you meditate, you gotta detach, surrender, give it away. I don't want the responsibility of making this come true. I don't. Because it's outside of something that my humanity will allow me to do. I need supernatural to step in and make this come true. I can only do so much. I can do what I'm instructed to do, say what I'm instructed to say, go where I'm instructed to go. But the bottom line is, in the whole mechanics of it all, I don't want that responsibility. I don't. Do you know how divine that is for everything to be orchestrated for you? Meaning bringing the right people at the right time to bring the right things, to give you the right message, the right tool, the right amount of money, the right whatever, right on time. That's a lot of work. And if you trying to make that happen, no wonder we get tired when we start jumping in and trying to handle stuff. So that's why I say, I want my blessings to happen in real time. But my real time is divine time. That's when I want everything to open up. Everything, as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm looking at my vision board. Everything that's on my vision board right now, I want it in divine time. I don't want it to be rushed and muddled by my humanity, by my ego, by my, impatience. I don't want that. I've had that life. No thanks. Don't want no more of it. I want it to be just right. I want the blessings that my name is on. The blessings that have my name inscribed that can't nobody else have, because it's mine. It's all mine. My birth certificate says that I am the daughter of the Most High God, and abundance is my birthright. And I receive that. In all the divinity, I receive that. And I say, thank you, God. Thank you. So I release it. And I want you to release it as well. Because that's the only way that you are going to receive. You have to release first. You have to. You have to. In real time. Real talk. So, if you are ready to exercise your faith, maintain your focus, and live in your flow, then you definitely want to be a part of my upcoming course of Have It, Be It, Do It. The link to enroll will be coming up this week for sure. I know I've said that before, and I apologize. I've had some technical issues with it, but it's coming. In the meantime, if you're like, you know what? I don't want to wait, Coach Rozz. I don't want to wait on that. I'm ready to kickstart my life right now. Then I want you to take advantage of an introductory calling session with me. And if you are interested in that, if it sounds like something that might be in alignment with you, or if you just want some more information, then go to the link of tinyurl/SOA40. That is tiny, TIYURL.com/SOA40. SOA means starting over at, and then you got 40. But you go there, get the information, and if you're ready, click and get it started. All right? All right. So before we go, I want to pull us a card to end our session. So tell me what you think. Do you believe that divine timing is real time? Whenever somebody says something is happening in real time. Because you know what I found out also? And this is something that I also thought about. Whenever somebody says something is happening in real time, actually that's not true. Because even while we're doing this video, which is supposed to be in real time, there's a delay. There's a delay. So if I ask a question, I have to sit here for a couple of seconds before you all's answers will show up on my screen. So even in real time, there's a delay. So since you already are having a delay, you may as well wait on divine timing and get that stuff right. I'm just saying. So pull this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a beautiful card. This is Goddess Saleh, and it is feeling safe. This is a gestation card, and the affirmation says, life is conspiring in my favor. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. Divine timing. Understand that life is conspiring in your favor, and you are safe. and it is safe to be safe. And that's all I got for you. So have a wonderful evening. If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, drop me a comment. Tell me what you think. And if not, you're watching it on Facebook, then again, drop me a comment. Tell me what you think. And be sure to share with others. And that's it. That's all I got. So thank you for joining me. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Have a wonderful evening. Tabitha says, wait on divine time. Great message. Real time spoils us. Yes, it does. Divine time keeps us on our journey. Yes. Yes. Ashe. Thanks for posting that, Tabitha. Have a good evening, y'all. Bye.